It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, August 28th. I'm James Spann. Moisture levels are rising. That means we'll have to deal with a few scattered showers and storms today and over the weekend. And Tropical Storm Erica remains a forecasting challenge. Let's go in there and check it out. Things are quiet this morning as the day begins. It's a water vapor satellite view. The trough over the east is lifted out. That was the delivery mechanism for the cool, dry air, so humidity values will be noticeably higher in coming days, and we all knew that was just a matter of time. Look at that. Mobile cooler than Birmingham to start the day. Mobile 67, Birmingham at 72. We'll expect a high in the upper 80s today. Some folks may be touching 90. You know, we've gone 12 consecutive days, at least in Birmingham, with a high under 90. We wonder if the string continues today. That's the convective outlook. All we have is a marginal severe weather risk near the Canadian border. We do note, though, that we've got green into parts of central and southeast Alabama. That means there could be a few scattered storms there, but severe weather not expected. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Wednesday morning. Numbers are coming up. And, of course, Erica will have, maybe something to do with that for southeast Alabama early next week. But for most of the state, it's just a matter of the moisture increasing with scattered showers and storms over the weekend. The better coverage will be tomorrow and Sunday, and we'll talk about that as we go along. All right, tropical fans, Erica obviously is the topic of the day to the southwest of Puerto Rico, but we do note there is a new tropical wave coming off the coast of Africa. You always have to watch those in August and September. I mean, Erica is just not doing very well. It's struggling. Strong winds pushing the storms away from the center, leaving the center exposed. And the conditions will certainly not get any better for this thing with the shear continuing. And then you've got the interaction with the island of Hispaniola. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if this thing makes it. Top winds are 50 miles an hour, moving west-northwest to 17. With a weak, disorganized system, the models have shifted to the left. And now most tropical models bring it right up through the Florida Peninsula early next week in pretty good agreement. And again, with a weaker system, we've got now the GFS shifting to the west as well. And the ensemble mean actually brings it up into South Alabama now. What a difference a day makes. For days and days, we had the thing kind of skirting the South Atlantic coast and recurving. Well, now with a weak, ill-defined system, and again, this is going to change again. And again, I'm not confident it survives that long. And now the tropical models are starting to back off. We've still got a couple that bring it up to Category 3, Category 4, but most of them keep this thing as a tropical storm. And the model intensity guidance here has not performed well in the life cycle of this thing. Remember, Danny fizzled out last week down here, and Erica could do that as well. If it survives, here's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They bring it across Hispaniola today, and that's going to be a rough ride because of the mountains. Now mostly south of the Bahamas. And understand, this is a big old broad system, with the big massive rain. It's not really close to the center. So the center point doesn't make a lot of sense with something like this. But they do bring the center line up through the Florida Peninsula early next week. And hopefully this will just be some drought relief for Central and South Florida. A beneficial kind of thing. Could very well be the case. But still, this will change again. We've cautioned you for days that it will change, and again, I'm not so sure that's going to be the ultimate solution here. And my big question is, can this thing survive the next 24 hours? We'll see. All right, let's check the GFS. This is the 06E run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. Little weakness around here, and again, moisture starts to increase. We've really not mentioned showers for today, but I think we need to do that, clearly. In fact, here's a look at the high-res HRRR. And understand, it's not going to rain a lot, but I think the radar could look something like that at 3 o'clock today. So a chance of isolated showers this afternoon. The better coverage, more than likely east and south of Montgomery, but we might see a few up into the Tennessee Valley. For the high school football games tonight, most all of these should be gone by kickoff time. Small chance that one maybe lingers through 8 o'clock or something, but I don't think rain will be a big deal. Tomorrow, moisture levels will deepen. A better chance of showers and storms. Not going to rain all day. Sun should peek out at times. Highs in the middle 80s. And really the same thing on Sunday. A mixture of clouds and sunshine, scattered showers and storms, highs in the mid 80s. And you can see just a broad low down in South Florida that would be Erica. This is Monday. The GFS has Erica near Orlando. And again, understand the convection could be far removed from the center. We hope it brings some drought relief for the Florida Peninsula. Thought we'd check the NAM, and it looks very similar. It has the thing centered around Cape Canaveral, about, 1,000 millibars. Remember, the big range are going to be east of the center. And for us, Monday should be pretty dry. Only widely scattered showers will be approaching 90. Tuesday, back to the GFS. The broad low that would be Erica is kind of approaching Jacksonville, just hanging around the northern Florida, north and central Florida. Our weather looks pretty dry. Wednesday, that thing just not moving. And again, our weather stays relatively dry, highs around 90. Thursday, it's kind of drifting to the west. Wouldn't that be something if it somehow got back into the waters of the Gulf and intensified? And I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying it could be dissipated by then. And this is a week from today. This is Friday, September 4th. Got a weak upper low on the western Gulf Coast. And what's left of Erica shows up as a weak low over the Florida Panhandle. And we are approaching, of course, Labor Day weekend at this point. And if you got a trip to Panama City, Gulf Shores for Labor Day, no need to panic over this. Your weather just could be delightful. We'll watch things carefully as we go along. This is the end of the forecast. This is as we approach Labor Day itself. This is Sunday, September 6th. Pretty hot weather up for the Great Lakes, ridging up there, big trough in the western states. And around here, our weather looks pretty quiet, pretty typical. And understand, every year at Labor Day, you should have at least some risk of scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. That is very normal, and that looks like that might be the case. Temperatures over the course of the next 15 days, they've come down on the ensembles. Look at that. Highs only in the 80s, lows in the 60s. All the way through September 12th. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. I'll be traveling later today, so my next video will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders, will have the video updates here tomorrow and Sunday. But again, I'll post some notes on the blog later this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening, Megan Thomas will be in tonight for me on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.